Hi guys, Eric here. I am back in a suburb of Denver, Colorado, heading down to the creek I was at a couple of weeks ago. You can see on the moving map on the app where I did some test panning a couple weeks ago. I got pretty bad results everywhere except, of course, the very last test pan of the day when I didn't have time to do any actual mining. So I'm headed back to that spot where I got that interesting result. You can see it on the moving map here. It's the light gray circle. And this is why you want to mark your spots, because now I can go right back to where I left off and had that good test pan and get to work. I'm back at the spot where I got that interesting test pan result a couple weeks ago. I got 9 colors in a pan. So I'm going to go a little farther down from that spot and do some testing and see if the gold is better as I go downstream, or if this is the best spot to set up my high banker. So this is the spot where I dug the test pan. And there's like a cobble field that I hope you can see that extends down this way. The water, if I pan back a bit, goes from one side of the creek, crosses over fast running water to the other side of the creek, and then continues its way down. And you can see there's like a cobble bench that was deposited right here, kind of at the end of this cobbled field. So I got the interesting test pan result towards the beginning of the cobble field. And now I'm going to go down to kind of the end of the cobble field to this cobbled bench that was deposited. Hopefully that's where heavy stuff dropped out and there's gold in there. So here's this kind of cobble bench we have to work with. I think I'm just going to go right in the middle. I see a concentration of nice river-worn rocks right there. And my gosh, I just looked down and I find a big chunk of quartz. I hope you can see that. Just sitting there right in the middle of that bench. And quartz and gold go together, so this is a good sign. I'm gonna dig right there. Ooh, that is easy digging. I like easy digging. I'm gonna see if I can go down rather than out in this one spot. Okay. All right, that has an extra full test pan, but after I classify it, we're gonna end up with a lot less material. So let me come right over here and I'll just pan it out right over here. All right, and I hope you can see this. Black sand right at the top of the pan here. That's looking good. Okay, that was a 0. That's the first 0 I've gotten on this creek. So, up here is not the place I'm gonna dig. Since that last spot was a dud, I've come further downstream. Still seeing lots of rocks and gravel. We got a line of big rocks right here, which maybe acts like a riffle. So I'm gonna dig behind this riffle of big rocks and see if this is like a natural sluice box right here. Don't run away, pan. Come back. Okay. Yeah, I can get stuff off the surface, but I'm really not able to go down. I'm just not getting under the rocks. I mean, there's nice looking material. You know, it doesn't sound like a rock. Oh. Okay, I know what this is. In fact, I can see it over on the side here. I hope this is showing up. I can see the water's worn away all the dirt and gravel. And we're left with a shelf here. And it looks like rock, but it isn't. So we got a compacted, tough clay layer that the water can't erode away. And that's what I'm seeing over here. I'm digging down and I'm hitting something hard. And it seems like a rock, but it doesn't clang. It's clay. I mean, if the gold drops out and settles there, and settles right on that clay, that'd be a good spot to dig. All right, I got just one color from that pan, but it's a decent size. It's not teeny tiny flower. actually a little flake. So I'm gonna try another pan somewhere around here, see if I can get something better. So I went a little further down creek, had the same results that I did in other spots, 1 or 2 little specks. So I came back to here where I got that interesting test pan of 9 colors. Got out my Geo Highbanker, as you can see, and decided to do some real digging. Level with clay. So you can see with the top off the addition I made to my Geo Highbanker. Bought a piece of V-mat off of Amazon, cut it to fit, super glued it down, and I use that as an indicator mat. And I'll show you what it looks like right now. Yeah, the indicator mat's doing its job. It'd be really hard for you to see, but there's little specks around, all around on the mat. And there are some larger bits of gold. There's one there, some there, some more there, some more as we go down there. So there's definitely some gold. Most of it is little tiny flower stuff, but you know, there's some decent sized pieces. We'll have to see later whether it means there's more gold down there. Well, I'm back home now. I got the cons classified out. I classified to plus 10, 20, 30, and then I've got minus 30. So I'm gonna start with the biggest stuff and work my way down. Here we have plus 10 con. Bring a bigger rock. It's all dry. I let it sit out after I classified it, and I can just shake this around and see. There's no sandy stuff in here, unfortunately. I never seen any plus 10, so I'm not surprised. Let's move on to the plus 20. Here's our nice plus 20 con. So this is smaller than the plus 10, bigger than the plus 20. Let me quickly hand this out here. And I'm not seeing any gold. All right, here we got our plus 30 cons. Work on this a bit. Start breaking the blonde stuff out of there. So, all right, down to the end, I see one piece of plus 30. It's a nice little flake right there. Call it a Colorado picker. Let me give you a close up. All right, there we go, nice close up. Here's my finger for comparison. Nice little flake. Got my cleanup buddy set up, and I'm going to take the minus 30 cons and put it in 1 spoonful at a time. Let the cleanup buddy do its thing. Here we go. A lot of black sand. Try to give an even distribution from right to left. All right, cleanup buddy has done its work. I'm now going to carefully take the mat out. A little hole underneath. You can't see it. There's a little hole underneath the cleanup buddy. Let you push the mat up. So I'm going to get a hold of it here. Pull it out. What I really like about the dream mats is they're so easy to clean up. You turn them upside down, give them a swish back and forth in the water like this. Everything comes out, and they're totally clean. Look at that. Awesome. I don't know if you can see it, but I can definitely see some gold glinting in the pan there. So this is a pretty high-class problem to have, but I got gold all over in here, just like sitting around there. Even after I shake the pan and try to get everything up here, the gold is all over the place. So it's going to take me a minute to pan this out. All right, I got the gold cleaned up. Here it is for you to see. I weighed it up and it came out to 0.045 grams. So not my best day, but not bad either. Now it's time to give this away. So I printed out everyone's entry. I got them all right here. And I am now going to draw the name of the winner out the bunch. And here we go. The winner is Black Scout Winter. Hopefully you can see that. There we go. Black Scout Winter. So Black Scout Winter, I will pin a comment below this video with an email address. Please send me an email at that email address with your name and shipping address, and I will get the sluice sent out to you. So today is Sunday, March 8th. I'm going to set a deadline of Saturday, March 14th, which I didn't think of as Pi Day, 11:59 p.m. So if I don't hear from you by March 14th at 11:59 p.m., on Sunday, March 15th, I'm going to draw a new name. I will keep the rest of these here. I'll draw a new one out. So congratulations on winning the sluice. It is a great sluice. I have another one very similar to it. It definitely catches gold. It's super light, really easy to get down to the river. It's a great sluice. So congratulations. See you next time.